Hi, this is Dr. Botts, principal here at the Collegiate High School, and I'm so excited to share with you some of the really cool things that we've got going on and hopefully answer some basic questions about what it would be like to go to school here and what makes us special. You can see some of our awards and accolades right there on the front page. They're great, they're super, they're a testament to what we've done, but really, we're here to help kids, and that's the driving force behind this high achieving school and the folks that are working. Let's cut right to the chase. We're a school, and so we're here to provide academic services. If you look across, you'll see 9th, 10th, and then the junior and senior years. We're a collegiate high school, which means that 9th and 10th grade kids are taking classes right here in a dedicated building, happens to be Building T on the FSWC-Lee campus. The list of courses that kids are taking this year are listed right there. When you're all done with your 9th and 10th grade, if you have your 3.0 and you're passing AccuPlacer score, you're going to be a dual enrollment student. That means your classes are going to be over at the college for your 11th and 12th grade year. And at the end of that, if you keep doing your homework and you follow the plans that we lay out for you, you'll have your AA and your high school diploma at the same time. A lot of people say, that sounds like good to be true. How do you actually make that happen? Well, here's our little secret, the 3 C's. We're not initially focused on high achievement and test scores. Those things come because we build the student. These 3 skills, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration, are essential. I love seeing these happy faces. I know all of their names, and they're happy because they're being successful. They've learned how to do these things. And when I say success, we're not just, quote, playing school and making sure kids can get the right answers on a test. We're helping them become well-rounded individuals who can be independent learners, so they can learn what they need to learn, with or without a great teacher, with or without this particular college, not referring to FSW, with or without a good boss or a bad boss, with or without a pandemic. We help them grow as people, and school is the way we go through that. But critical thinking, communication, and collaboration really help people develop, and they're real-world skills that help our students be excellent academic performers. So let's just talk about the rigor. We've been doing some studying, we've had some trainings, and we kind of hang our hat on these 3 levels: surface, deep, and transfer knowledge. All 3 are important. All 3 are different kinds of knowledge. At the end of the day, the world needs people who can think, who can understand, and who can manage basic information. So surface knowledge is a lot like memorizing your times tables, or the classic, did you memorize the capitals of all the states, or whatever you want to call it for whatever subject you're talking about. But you need that raw knowledge to build your knowledge base so that you can move on. This is where a lot of schools stop. This is where a lot of people call rigor. If I know more, then I must be smarter. I disagree. The school doesn't run that way. You have to be able to use more knowledge. And when I say use it, I'm talking about 2 different levels. I'm talking about answering deep questions like why and how, putting that raw information together so that you can understand how it works together. Information isn't isolated anymore. And also, problems aren't defined anymore. So transfer is when you can take these deep concepts, the way things work together that were built on the knowledge that you learned at the surface level, and you can go on and do something with it and have a skill set that's far beyond the individual content that you had. So even in 9th grade, surface, deep, and transfer, deliberately taught, deliberately managed, so that you are able to become a real independent thinker and move forward with your life and your academic career. So it brings up a lot of, to be honest, sometimes tension. Feels like pressure. So what we want to do is focus on the real game, which is growing you as a person, that critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. And at the end of the day, when you do that with our skilled group of teachers and counselors, you will end up with the required 3.0 unweighted GPA so that you can go on and be a dual enrollment student. You'll pass the AccuPlacer, which is the college's entrance test. You'll be all set for competitive admissions after you graduate with us. moving on to Ivy League schools, Florida State schools, whatever it is you decide to do, you'll be prepared. And at the end of it, you'll be confident that the hard work, planning your academic future, and building your own source of internal motivation is going to be key. You have to own your own success. So we do have a lot of statistics and a lot of correlation between doing well in our school and being successful. Those data points are pretty well defined, so we're pretty confident in when we make recommendations about classes or how to do things, you can count on it. And the bottom line here is that kids that stick with us, they all go to college. And I think if you're listening to this, you have some interest in that. That's a pretty compelling argument. Not only do they go to college, but they go to college on scholarships. They go to where they want to go, when they want to go, and study what they want to study. So here we find ourselves at the end of the summer. It's August 2021. What's going on in the world is always something. But what's going on in our little world is that we're set to open as a mass optional school for next year. All these policies are not decisions I make in the building. We make those decisions in between the Lee County School District and FSW. So that's how we'll be operating. We do have an open house designed for families that are brand new to us. 9th and 10th graders, August 5th in the afternoon. The building will be open for you. You can come in, get your schedule, check things out. If you've already been here last year as a sophomore, you don't really need to come in. Your schedule's on focus. You're going to get it the first day of school, no problem. If you're 11th and 12th grader, this kind of has nothing to do with you because you're not going to spend much time or any time in these classes. You're welcome to visit the building. But the first day of school this year for 9th and 10th grader is August 10th. And the first day for 11th and 12th graders is going to be August 23rd. But remember, you're college students now. So if you don't have class on that day, you don't have to go anywhere on that day. So this is the first of two messages. This is kind of intended to give you the overview of the school, kind of the end of the summer. If you're just now joining us, what have you missed? Check out our other back to school open house PowerPoint and voiceover for all the details that really kind of matter here at the end of July and the beginning of August. We look forward to meeting you. Have a great day, and thanks for your time.